Here's a marble experimental device that I've built, and the idea is to simulate the transfer from a horizontal buffer, which could be, say, on the top of the MMX marble machine, and transferring marbles down into the vertical tubes towards the gates, the marble gates. So the transfer device is this cylinder. It's kind of a split cylinder. There's a gap on the top here, so marbles come down and then the cylinder can pivot and the marbles can go down into the tubes. I'll fill it up with marbles and show you how it works. Okay, we filled it full of marbles, and we've got just a mass array in here, random packing. I've got just there's a lever here that runs the cylinder back and forth, and I've just got a very simple crank on here. And you'll see that when we go forward, marbles go down in the tube, we come back, it picks up another row of marbles, go down, and it continues. And it will continue until the marble tubes are full. And then it will just cycle back and forth and do nothing. Until such point as if we empty out marbles. There's a couple ways to empty out marbles. One is I've made a slot here, but actually what's easier sometimes is just using a magnet. So if I empty out a couple of tubes, then we can cycle it through and the marbles will fill up back into those tubes. So a fairly simple mechanism, fairly quiet. You can see I've got 5 tubes here on the 22 millimeter spacing of the PMA tubes, but you know, seven marbles here in the cylinder. So the marble spacing doesn't have to line up with the tube spacing, but it still will fill the tubes as necessary. I think this is just an interesting way to get a long range of a buffer with as many rows as marbles as you need in the buffer, randomly filled, and it will fill the tubes as the tubes get emptied by playing music.